Just like the legendary Hannah Montana said, you can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind, that's just the way it goes. You can say goodbye and you can say hello. But you'll always find your way back home. And scene.
Hello? You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me.
Isn't it unfortunate when people like to sing, but they can't? Just like me. Just like little old me. But yeah, I do not sing around other people, except for into a microphone to many people, apparently. I like to sing. I just can't. I just can't. It's kind of crazy when people can just open their mouths and beauty comes out and not like screeching horrible awfulness like myself. But you know what? I'll be in the car, I'll be in the truck, I'll be cruising down the freeway, and I'll be singing. And I'm not even afraid. And I'll even be at stoplights now. And I'm like, I do not care if someone sees me or hears my music. I I'll still sing. I used to when I was younger. I'd be like, okay, maybe we should change up my music taste because I can't be like 27, 28 listening to Hannah Montana. Well, guess what? I'm still that age and I'm still listening to Hannah Montana. And you know what? I don't care. Sue me. Go ahead and sue me. Um, yeah, because I like my music and I feel like my music nowadays, or the music I listen to, is like popular music still, and that makes me happy because pop music will never die. Pop music, you will always be famous. I want to get that shirt so bad that says, it says hating pop music doesn't make you deep, because it's true. I feel like pop music though is making a resurgence in in the communities that hate pop music. If that makes sense. Like good old Chapel Roan is bringing pop music back into the indie scene, I guess you could say. Is that what we call it? Um, but yeah, pop music is just fun. I don't understand why some people don't like it. And I wasn't going to start this off by saying all this, but anyway, here we are. Pop music's fun, y'all. It's short for popular music. That's why it's fun and people like it. It's because it's popular, and it is not lame or stupid or overrated to hate pop music. Like pop music is fun, so get over it. Turn on some Pop Hits 1 or today's top hits and just enjoy the music. And yeah, welcome to today's episode of I'm on the phone with KCK. I am KCK. So I was going to change the name of this, not like a lot, but I'm on the phone with KCK is just a lot. And my Instagram is just on the phone with KCK. And I was going to change the podcast to that. But I was just looking, and I promise you, I Googled and I searched and everything before, and there was no other podcast with that name. Well, now there is. And I'm like, well, they're probably not that popular, and it'll be okay. And so I checked, and the guy is a radio person. Let me find it. He's a radio person in New York, I think. And I'm like, oh, well, he hasn't been doing it very long. I think I'll be okay. It's called On the Phone with John Mignon. John Mignon. Filet Mignon. And it's pretty new. Yeah, he started May 8th. Oh, they're not very long. It's like 7 minutes long. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, what is this episode about? Well, let's see. The first one is Jimmy Fallon, and the next one's Kelly Ripa, and the next one's Mike the Situation, and the next one's Judd Apatow. And if you guys don't know who any of those people are, they're all famous, and he knows all of them. And I'm like, well, okay, here we go. So, but you know what? I had the name first. So if there's any lawyers out there listening, or someone who knows anything about the law, I had it first, right? So doesn't it count? Doesn't it mind? Um, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. I hope I get to keep my name, and maybe I need to trademark it. I don't know. I'll have my lawyers drop some kind of contract. Could you imagine just having lawyers on hand like Lisa Barlow? She has, well, allegedly, she has 7 lawyers. But oh well, I will just play it by ear. Is it play by year or play by ear? I will do either of those things, and hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully we just continue on with both of our names being that same thing. Isn't it like you had to change the name by 30% or 20% or something? So I think just having my name in there is already changing it that much. Anyway, I went to the lake yesterday with some friends, and that was pretty fun. I'm not really, I don't know, it has to be like so hot for me to get in the water. Like 90 degrees or more. And it wasn't. So I just sat on the beach and watched everyone's stuff and read my Elle magazine with Anya Taylor-Joy on it, on the cover. And I was in heaven. It was seriously, I kept thinking, like, this is so nice. This is like, the weather's perfect. We have this canopy. We have these trees. Like, it is so nice. And then, of course, it got windy. That's what happens in Utah. Literally every afternoon, it seems like, especially where I live, it gets windy. I'm like, why? Then we went to this, the only place that was open was this Chinese restaurant. And it wasn't very good. It usually is pretty good, but like, we weren't allowed to sit inside. They're like, you can't sit in here and eat, but you can sit in here and wait for your food. We're like, okay. So we went outside and just sat on the curb, and the guy's like, you can wait in here. We're like, yeah, we don't want to. Like, we're fine out here. You clearly don't want us to eat in there, even though nothing's going on in there. And clearly you guys need someone to come in and organize this place, because, not me talking about organizing, but I'm like, what is the point of not letting people come in on this one day and eat? All the other days you can go in there and eat. Anyway, it was fine. The lake was fun. It was a good time. Everyone did paddleboarding and kayaking. But I will tell you one thing, I cannot paddleboard to save my life. I cannot do any of those water sport things to save my life. I used to go to Lake Powell with like a bunch of the people from town and my cousins and stuff, and we would use other people's boats, and we would go on tubes behind the boats, and it was so fun. It was so dangerous, but it was so fun. And so I didn't go to Lake Powell for a long, long time, and then we went a couple years ago with some of my dad's friends, and they have boats and all this stuff. I was so excited to go on tubes, but no one does that anymore. It's all wakeboarding, or I don't even know what do they call it? Not jet skiing, water skiing, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you guys, I can't do this. They're like, oh yeah, you can. I'm like, no. And this one couple, they were so nice. They're like, well, we'll take you out in the morning and kind of show you how. We were out there for 2 hours. I didn't stand up once, not once. I could not stand up. I'm like, this is not fun. I don't want to do this. Anyway, so yeah, I don't paddleboard. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just very content sitting on the shore with my magazine, being in pure bliss in heaven. I'm going to Lagoon today. If anyone, I'm sure everyone here knows what Lagoon is. I just have one thing to say. Lagoon, why you have no right being $100 per day. Absolutely no right. I'm going to Disneyland for 3 days, and it's $300, and that's with a sale. Now, can anybody explain the difference to me between Disneyland and Lagoon? Like, is there more to do at Disneyland? 1,000%. Do you get more bang for your buck at Disneyland? 1,000%. Do I think Disneyland's still expensive? Yes. But there is 5 billion things more to do at Disneyland than there is at Lagoon. and the rides are funner. I will say both places their rides aren't like the craziest, but Disneyland definitely has the more, high tech rides. But I'm like, what? But they know that it's like the only amusement park in the area, so they can charge whatever they want. I don't know. It's still fun. I still like to go. I usually end up going a couple times a year, anyways, and I'm always like, I should just buy a pass. The season pass is $200, so my friend Mallory and I bought season passes, and we're gonna go. And what's nice is we're like going in the middle of the day, and I don't feel like I have to be there from open to close to make it worth my while. I don't feel like I have to do every single thing to make it worth my while. So that'll be nice. We can kind of just go up and hang out and then come home. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm doing that today. And yeah, but I feel like I'm going to start being home more. I feel like since I quit my job, I've been more busy, but it's okay because it's been fun stuff. Like I've been doing stuff, but I feel like I've just been more busy and on the go than I usually am. But I'm tired. I'm so tired. I just want to be home. I need some days to recharge. I need some days. I saw an article that said if you have one lazy day a week, you're more productive throughout the week. And I will take that. I will take that challenge. Let's see. Okay, let's get started. What is on the docket for today? So Taylor Momsen, if you guys don't know who she is, she was on Gossip Girl. She was Jenny. Her character was really annoying. But no character was as annoying as Vanessa. And she will probably still remain one of the top most annoying people on TV, in my opinion. Anyway, Taylor Momsen, she was also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of The Grinch with Jim Carrey. It's kind of like a little unknown movie, but she was Cindy Lou Who in that. She's in like this, I don't even know, it's not like heavy metal, but like hardcore rock band. Maybe it's not even that. I don't know. I just know it's music I don't really care for. She was on stage and she got bit by a bat while she was singing. Like literally on stage. So hopefully she does not have, what is it? They carry rabies? Hantavirus? I think that is the funniest word, hantavirus. So hopefully she's okay. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of light on that stage. Aren't bats like nocturnal? You think they'd be scared? Maybe it was scared. Maybe that's why it freaked out and bit her. Dame Judi Dench, the beloved Dame Judi Dench. She is in a lot of stuff. I can't think of anything right now. The only thing I can think of is Home on the Range. She's the proper cow. She's in James Bond. She was the, I don't even know what you call her, captain, colonel, for the double. No, that's double. What is the? Oh my gosh. Hang on. What's the England like FBI called? England FBI. Hold please. I know this. I'm so annoyed. This is actually a series I want to go back and watch. I've only seen 2 of them. I went with my cousin to one of them. I went with my cousins to both the ones I've seen, and the second newer one, I fell asleep. But they're all really good, and I want to watch them from the beginning. I've never seen like the first 2 or 3. Hang on, England FBI equivalent. No, that's not what I want. Oh yeah, in MI6. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, Judi Dench. She is in a lot of stuff. Skyfall is the one I'm thinking of, and that's the one that Adele sang the song for. Skyfall. Oh, she's in a lot of stuff. Oh, she's in Cats. I still have not seen Cats. 2.8 star rating. To have all of those A-list actors and Taylor Swift in it, and to do that bad. I mean, how many, when these movies come out and they're just not good, or songs, just like stuff, and it's like, how many hands did this have to get passed through and who was afraid to say no to somebody? Like, clearly someone was afraid to say no to one person on this movie, and it was probably Andrew Lloyd Webber, because he was like the producer of it or whatever. And to have it do that bad, like, it was pretty much forced out. Like, it wasn't ready, and they're like, well, we're still gonna put it out anyways. And I don't know, when you spend that much money, you should probably, be pretty sure it's gonna be good. Okay, she was on Murder on the Orient Express, which is good. She's in a lot of stuff, you guys. A lot of stuff I've never even... Spectre is another 007 movie. The Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. I've never seen that, but I knew that one did really well. Skyfall. Let's see. She was in Pirates of the Caribbean. On Stranger Tides. That's the one that didn't have... That's the first one that didn't have Orlando Bloom and what's her name? I just forgot her name. You know what I'm talking about, though. Elizabeth. What is her name in real life? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so sorry. Wow, she's in a lot of 007 movies. Quantum of Solace. GoldenEye. She's an Angelina Ballerina, if you guys were questioning, if you were wondering. She's in Pride and Prejudice. I should have known that one. That one's like a very popular one. She's actually not very nice in that movie. Just from the scenes I've seen. I've never seen the whole thing. But I'm like, she does not seem very nice. Storming into someone's house in the middle of the night to tell them they're not worthy of marriage. Okay, anyway, she's retiring, you guys, because she says she can't really see anymore. And she's just kind of getting old. How old is she? She was born in... Oh, let's see. Where does it tell you the... 1934. So she'd be 87, right? Am I right? No. No, I'm not right. Let's just see how old she is. Anyway, that's kind of sad because she's a legend. And she's just one of those people that you see in movies and you're like, oh, this is going to be a good movie. 89 years old. Aww. I feel like she'd be fun to like sit down and have tea with, just like have a quick chat. But yeah, I hope she has a great retirement. I'm sure she has a huge nest egg of money to retire on. Let's see, Meg Thee Stallion has a new album coming out, even though I think she just put one out. But anyways, it's called Megan, out June 28th. And let's see, Miley Cyrus was on the cover of W magazine. Was it V or W magazine? And I will get my hands on that because I want it so badly. And I'd do anything for Miley Cyrus. But in it, she talks about how she's like, I've been doing this for 20 years and I feel like just barely I'm getting the respect from the Grammys. Like, I wasn't respected up until I won my Grammy. I have such a hard time with the Grammys, honestly. Because so many people deserve to win. And, like, a lot of people that have won, also do well. But I think I've said this before. It's just, like, when the same people keep winning over and over again, what's the point? Just, like, mail it to them and tell us that they won. Like, I don't know. It's just, it gets to a point where it's not fun anymore. When the same people keep winning. And you keep, like, doing a whole... Like, I don't know, like, when someone first comes, like, onto the scene, like Sam Smith, when they did that huge Grammy sweep, or Adele, when she did that huge Grammy sweep, or Billie Eilish, the first year, did that huge one, and like, it's fun, but then when it keeps happening over and over and over again, it's kind of like, ugh. Or just like the Oscars, the same movies kept winning over and over and over again. It's like, hey, so why are we having a huge ceremony if this one movie is going to win the whole thing? Just like tell us that, and then like, I don't know, have the actors get up and tell us stories of behind the scenes of making them films. You know, it's like, I don't know. Oh well. She's also changing the name of her foundation, Miley Cyrus's, from the Happy Hippie Foundation to the Miley Cyrus Foundation, because she started Happy Hippie when she was like 18 or 19, and it was supposed to help like homeless youth and like LGBTQ youth and stuff like that. Which I still think it's going to be around Happy Hippie. It's just the main organization is just going to be called the Miley Cyrus Foundation. So, if you know Miley, she's all about helping people. Speaking of a Cyrus, Noah Cyrus signed with IMG Modeling Agency, which is interesting. I think it's interesting when famous people sign with modeling agencies. It's like just call them up. Like, why do they have to be with an agency? She has this interesting new look role right now. She's you got no eyebrows. It's like it's interesting. I wonder if she like truly just doesn't have eyebrows and she's like, I'm just gonna embrace it, or if she got rid of them. I don't know. All I know is that she makes really good music for lonely people, and I love her new song with Orville Peck. And yeah, Cyndi Lauper is doing a farewell tour and a documentary to go along with it. I feel like she hasn't toured. Well, I mean, I don't really keep up with her, but I haven't heard of her touring for a long time. So this is going to be like her final bow, her final goodbye. But I think a lot of people say that. Hasn't Cher done like 7 farewell tours? Speaking of tours, we all know that J-Lo canceled hers. And apparently, her and Ben Affleck are trying to sell their house. I think they just bought it, honestly. And they're trying to sell it quietly, in quotation marks, for $60.2 million. I'm like, oof, in this economy. But apparently they're not doing well either. They're headed for Splitsville, as TMZ would say. And so apparently she was supposed to do this tour, and then she was supposed to go back to Vegas and have a residency, where she's had one before, and it did pretty well, I think. And I guess there's rumor that she's going to lose this next residency because of her poor sales. And I don't know. I think I've already talked about this, but I've heard she's not very nice, and that's unfortunate. But if this was a man, no one would give a shit. And if this was Chris Brown, they'd still be touring. They'd still be selling out arenas, you know, like, but since it's a woman and she's mean, it's a different story. But I also think that she's not as mean as she has been. She's hasn't been as mean as she is right now. Because it would, like, I'm sure she's feeling attacked every angle she's going, you know, from. And it would be, like, you'd probably get to a point where you're like, fine, if people think I'm mean, I'm just going to be mean. Like, everyone's being mean to me, so I'm just going to be mean to everyone else. So, like, I don't know. I feel bad for her. I think she's in a spot where she just needs to disappear for a while and really, like a few years, you know, write really good stuff, partner with really good writers, you know, have a good vision, and then come back and kind of do what Katy Perry's doing. Like, she's, you know, she hasn't released an album in 4 years, and she's been working on it. And apparently, Katy Perry did a listening party, and the people that were there said this album is good. And I really, please everybody, fast and pray that this album, this comeback, will be everything that Katy Perry deserves, because, well, everyone will know I'll listen to it no matter what, because that's just my vibe of music, and I love Katy Perry. But apparently they got to listen to 8 songs, and they all said all 8 songs were complete, absolute bops. And I hope that's true. So that's what J-Lo needs to do. She needs to go away for a while. Just enjoy your money, J-Lo. You have so much money. How much money does J-Lo have? How much money is, let's see, J-Lo net worth? She had a lot of money. No, just show it to me. Come on, I hate when it's not at the top. How is J-Lo worth $400 million? That's sad. $400 million. That is so much money. Holy crap. $400 million. $40 million per year. Where's Castle Hill? That's where she was born. I thought she was born in the Bronx. Yeah. One thing about JLo is she's not lazy. So, she's $250 million richer than Ben. Just FYI. Let's see. Jennifer has worn an engagement ring 6 times in her life. That's the same number of championships rings. Why do they have to put that in there? That's the same number of championship rings worn by Michael Jordan and one less than Tom Brady. What was the point of that? I don't understand. Let's see. Anyway, so I don't know, what a sticky spot to be in. Like, you have all this money, you are technically famous, but nobody is liking you. That'd be really hard. Apparently that's a thing though that's happening right now is what am I trying to say? Concert promoters? Is that what you would say? Is that what we call it? Are pushing these bigger venues on artists and they're not able to sell them out. And that's become like a real problem. Like Kim Petras, she is doing arenas and like they're not selling. Apparently, I don't think Charlie XCX and I was gonna say Tom Holland and Troye Sivan, I don't think their tour is selling as good as they wanted it to. I don't know. I went to Madison Beer on, what was it, last Tuesday. Actually, one of the funnest concerts I've ever been to. I love Madison Beer. I've always liked her ever since she sang with Justin Bieber. What is she sing? Overboard? What one did she sing with him? And then she had that song Melodies. And just that cheesy song. But I was looking at her Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, she has like 10 million followers probably. She has 38 million followers. And she's playing at the Complex in Salt Lake. And I'm like, what? If you've been to the Complex, it's a smaller venue, but it can hold quite a lot of people. But it's still not like a huge thing. I'm like, 38 million followers. And you're not playing arenas? Like, I don't understand. But there's probably a whole team of people behind all these artists just crunching numbers, seeing where all the people are and seeing where her, demographic is. And I mean, 38 million people across the world technically isn't that much compared to the 8 billion that are on the planet, So, and not all 38 million people are going to go to her concert. And probably most of them are like just guys that are wanting to look at her because they think she's hot. So there's just a lot of math that has to go into all these things and a lot of like just numbers that don't make sense, and I'll never understand it. But yeah, Madison Beer, probably some of the best background visuals I've ever seen, honestly, from any concert. I think Katy Perry takes the cake on background scenes and stuff like that. Like, hers are always phenomenal. But I don't know, Madison Beer, hers was really cool. It was like, a lot of it was like all futuristic. It was like futuristic, but like in a 70s like space way, kind of like the Jetsons. Like, it was giving that vibe, but it was like all like 4K high definition. Like, she was in all of them. Like, a lot of work went into it, and she's a really good singer. Her songs are really good. She's like really genuine and sweet. I always think, whenever I think of her, I think of that video that went viral of her at her high school, and like she's like, this girl's like, my friend that said you were really, really mean to her, and she's like, who's your friend? Look at the camera, and then she like walks away. I don't know. It doesn't seem as funny as it is to me right now, but it is really funny, I promise. Also, at that concert, I was so worried because my back was hurting so bad. And I'm like, please don't let me be old. Please. I'm not old, I promise. And my friend Jackson turns to me and he's like, it's like 3/4 of the way through the show. He's like, after this next song, I'm going home because my back hurts so bad. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I thought it was just me and I was getting old. And I was like, oh yeah, totally, that's fine. And then we were walking and the other people I were with, they're like, oh my gosh, my back hurts so bad. They're like, yeah, mine too, mine too. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad it's not just me. I don't know what it was about whatever concrete they used, but like our backs were killing us. Like so bad. Yeah, anyway, concert was great. If you ever get a chance to see Madison Beer again, her music's really good, you guys. If you haven't ever listened to her, like, she does very, very well. And you should stop sleeping on her. Let's see, what else? Halsey has new music. She released a new song. And she also says she was diagnosed with lupus and leukemia. And there's a video of her, like, getting treatments or whatever, and she looks so skinny and so like just sick, and you just feel so bad for her. And she says something along the lines of like, I'm 30, basically relearning how to get my strength back and how to walk and how to do all this stuff again. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta stop complaining. Like, she literally has written an entire album. She has a kid, she's gone through leukemia and has lupus, and she still like has an optimistic attitude. And I'm like, I'm tired. I need to like have a better outlook on life. Like, it could be so much worse. And I like Halsey, and a lot of people give her a hard time, but I've always liked her, and I think she's a really good singer. Obviously, I like her music. I'll still never forget when it was when the Chainsmokers were kind of at the height of their fame, and back in 2000, I think it was 16. And like, where are they now? Chainsmokers, are you in the room with us? Hello? Hello? Melania Trump? Hello? Hello? But Lady Gaga had just released Perfect Illusion, her first single from Joanne, and Chainsmokers are like, it's not really our favorite. They said something along the lines of that, and Halsey, that's when she had her song Closer with them, and she's like, I don't agree with that statement. Lady Gaga, I love you. And then Lady Gaga released her next single, A Million Reasons, and she's like, here you go, Chainsmokers, hopefully you like this one better. I'm like, I love you, Lady Gaga, so much. But yeah, I like Halsey, and I really hope she's on the road to recovery. She must be, because she's releasing music, but yeah, she looked really, really skinny and like so sick, and I felt really bad. And I just wish her a speedy recovery. JoJo, not JoJo Siwa, JoJo from, I don't know, our childhoods. She sings, it's just a little too late, a little too wrong. You know that song? So she wasn't able to release music for like 9 years because she was stuck in a horrible contract. So that's why she kind of fell off, and we never really heard from her again. But she kind of had like a resurgence in 2017, I think. And I went to one of her concerts too. That's the first concert me and Catherine went to. At that point, we'd only hung out once in like a group setting, and I was literally on my way to the concert by myself. I texted her, I was like, do you want to go to the JoJo concert with me? And I thought for sure she'd say no. She's like, yeah, sure. We went to JoJo. It was fun, honestly. Anyway, she has a memoir coming out. I think it comes out in like September. And obviously she's probably going to talk about all the stuff that happened and why she wasn't able to release music, and just, you know, all that stuff. So it should be good. I like her. I think she's playing a show on Broadway right now. JoJo, not Broadway, maybe not, one of those things. JoJo, I don't even know what her last name is. What is her last name? Broadway? JoJo Broadway, are you here? No. Maybe it's this one. Makes her Broadway debut in... Okay, come on. Can we go? Oh my gosh. Just show me what she's in. It's a popular one, I know that. Oh, Moulin Rouge. JoJo to make Broadway debut in Moulin Rouge. JoJo, whose full name... Oh, that's her full name. I never knew that. Here we go. Let's see. She will take the stage on April 11th. This was last year. for a 14-week limited engagement. Oh, so it's already done. Come on. JoJo, whose full name is Joanne Levesque. I know I didn't say that right. Will star opposite Derek Klena as he returns to the production as Christian. Set in 1900s France, the story follows a charming young composer who goes to Paris and falls in love with a cabaret actor named Satine, who is a star of the Moulin Rouge. I've never seen any of this, but I'm guessing Satine is... what's her name's character? Oh my gosh. Why do I keep forgetting these people's names? It's like my only... Oh, Nicole Kidman. It's over here on the side. Nicole Kidman. So, yeah. Anyway, she's not doing it anymore, but she was. So, good for her. Good for her for, not giving up. That's persistence. I wonder what she did. I mean, she had the money from, her songs, and she was in RB. I love that movie. She was in RB. So, she obviously was doing other things, but I wonder what she did in the meantime while she was waiting to be able to make music again. Let's see, Rihanna, a couple things about Rihanna. She has a new hair care line, Fenty Hair. And my question to you is Haircare the new skincare? Because there's multiple hair care companies out there now by celebrities. The main one everyone knows probably is Way, and she's not necessarily famous, but her name's Jen Atkins. She's actually from St. George, and she is the one that does the Kardashians' hair. I don't know if she still does it as much anymore, but she used to. Her company's called Way. That's the shampoo and stuff I use, and it's so good. It is so nice. It's not so expensive, but it's not cheap either. But it's worth it, and it smells so good. So she has one. Taraji P. Henson has one. If you're wondering who Taraji P. Henson is, she is... what was that show called? Why do I keep forgetting all these names? Where they own the record label. What is that called? With that guy that pretended to get beat up and mugged. Jussie Smollett. Hang on, let me see why I can't remember the name of this thing. IMDb. Anyway, she's also in Hidden Figures. She's one of the ladies that does the math and pretty much gets them to space. She's in a lot of stuff, honestly. Taraji P. Henson. Oh, she's in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I've never seen that. Now that I have more time, and now that I'm going to force myself to be home more, I'm going to catch up on a lot of movies and TV. And I am so excited. Okay, Hidden Figures, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The New Color Purple. Oh, if you guys haven't watched Abbott Elementary, she is the mom, Janine's mom. She's really funny. She's in the Muppets Haunted Mansion, if you guys were wondering. Empire, that's what I was thinking of. The show Empire. She plays Cookie Lion. And she's so good. I just love her so much. And she's also another person I look up to in the sense that she never gave up, and she was dedicated, and she knew what she wanted. And her dad literally told her, he's like, if this is something you really want, you've got to go and you've got to fight for it. And she did. And now look at her. She's in a lot of stuff. This IMDb page is pretty long. But yeah, that just goes to show, never give up. She has a hair care line, sorry, I know I was getting at that, called TPH, obviously for Taraji P. Henson. It has more than just hair care now, but you can buy it at Walmart and Target and stuff, and it's actually pretty affordable. I think it's more tailored towards curly, hair like African American, like that kind of texture, obviously because she's a black lady, and so she's wanting to make hair care for other black ladies, because I think most shampoo and all that stuff is just tailored towards basically straight hair, and curly hair is really hard to maintain. I had a perm once, and it was not easy to take care of. It was cool. I'm glad I did it, but it was not easy to take care of. So, anyways, and now we have Fenty Hair by Rihanna, and I'm sure it'll be good. But it's like, what is it? It's like in the air. There was obviously skincare and makeup. Now there's hair care, and it's like, do they all just kind of like jump on the bandwagon? And how many of these companies are the same company behind the scenes, just the different names on them? Probably a lot. Okay, speaking of Rihanna, also they just updated her certificates on some of her songs. She's now the female with the most diamond certified songs, which means they've sold over 10 million each, which is a lot of money. So, if each song was $1 and it sold 10 million each, she would have made 70 million just from 7 songs, which is crazy. But I wonder how much like goes to lawyers, how much goes to the record label, how much goes to all this stuff. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay, so Stay, Umbrella, Work, Needed Me, We Found Love, Diamonds, and Love the Way You Lie. So, good for her. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Oh, I watched the new Kardashians. Katy Perry is rumored to be getting the Vanguard Award, the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award at the VMAs, which is basically just an award for, like, people in pop music who have made, like, huge strides and, like, massive success. And, yeah, she definitely has done that, so I hope it's true. Okay, let's talk about the Kardashians episode. Oh, no. First, we're going to talk about the new Traitors cast. It is the most random cast, and I think it's going to be good. So, let's see. Traitors. Oh, no, come on. Can you just read my mind? Please. This... Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't need a whole backstory. Just show me who they are. So, Chriselle from Selling Sunset's going to be on there. I feel like she'll be good. Chanel Ayan, I think is her name. She's from Real Housewives of Dubai. Sierra Miller from Summer House. I don't know who she is. Danielle Reyes from Big Brother. Don't know who she is. Dolores Cantina from Real Housewives of New Jersey. Don't know who she is, but the New Jersey ones are pretty feisty, so it should be good. Dorinda from Real Housewives of New York City. She's just going to add a good vibe into it, I think. I've never watched New York, but I've always seen clips of her, and she's always, like, wasted and saying the funniest shit. This one's a weird one. Dylan Efron. And if you're wondering, yes, he is related to Zac Efron. He's his brother. So that'll be interesting. Gabby Windy from The Bachelorette. Jeremy Collins from Survivor. Oh, and this one's a really random one too. Lord Ivar Mountbatten. He's a British royal. I'm like, okay, go off king. Literally. Nikki Garcia. She's a wrestler. Wait, what? Nikki and Bella? No, the Bella twins. Nikki, what's the other one's name? She's one of those twins. A former professional wrestler for WWE. Yeah, Garcia performed under the nickname Nikki Bella and became one half of a famous tag team, the Bella Twins. Together with her sister Brie. Okay, there you go. I don't know if it was her or if it was her sister Brie that was engaged to John Cena. One of them was. Rob Mariano, Survivor, and Deal or No Deal Island. I've heard the Deal or No Deal Island is actually pretty good. It's also by Joe Manganiello, who is, oh my gosh, what's her name? Oh no, you guys. Why am I forgetting all this stuff? Sofia Vergara's ex-husband. Sorry, took me a second. This one's also a weird one. Sam Ashgari, actor, model. I've never seen him in anything. He is Britney Spears' ex-husband. So that should be interesting. And here's the one I think everyone's talking about the most is Tom Sandoval, who, if you're unaware of the whole Scandoval thing that happened last year, you must have been hiding under a rock, because if you even didn't even hear about it, I don't know where you were, but he's on Vanderpump Rules. And he's equal parts hated and equal parts loved. Probably more hated than loved, actually. Tom Vlachos from Survivor. Oh, this one will be good. I just like him in general. I feel like he's too nice and sweet to be on Survivor or on Traitors. Wells Adams. He was on Bachelor. He's married to oh, what's her name? She was from Modern Family. Gosh, why do I keep forgetting these names, you guys? I need to study. I need flashcards, apparently. This is why I'm not good on tests and stuff like that, because I can't remember I know the stuff, but I can't remember it ever. Sarah Hyland. She was Haley Dunphy on Modern Family. He's married to her. So it should be good. I'm excited. And when does it start? When does it start? Give me the details. And no. Bob the Drag Queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. That's a show I need to watch too. Brittany Haynes from Big Brother. Don't know who that is. Carolyn Weiger from Survivor. Maybe I already said that one. When does it start? Probably not till this fall, I would imagine. When does season 3 premiere? Peacock has yet to lock in an official date for season 3. But the first 2 seasons can be streamed on Peacock. I still need to watch the second season. With Phaedra. I don't know who she is, but I know she was funny. Okay, the new Kardashians. Okay, I have them written down because I always forget stuff. Number 1. Why do they all want Khloe to get back with Tristan so bad? Like, I don't understand why they're forcing this so much. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, all of them, I think, at one point have asked if she's getting back with Tristan. Maybe all of them but Courtney. And this last one, Scott asked her. And she's like, I'm not getting back together with him. What is wrong with you guys? I don't get it. If someone did that to one of my family members, I would never be like, so when are you getting back together with them? I don't know. Number 2, why are they pushing ABC shows so much? Like, I know they're part of the ABC Disney family now, but I don't think I've ever heard the word Bachelor said so much in my entire life than from Kendall and Chris. Like, we get it. You like The Golden Bachelor. Like, it's fine. Mention it a few times. Have it naturally playing in the background. Like, don't tell us you're going to watch it. Watch it while you're recording the show, and it'll be on in the background. That is much better publicity than being like, oh, we're all getting together to watch The Golden Bachelor. Golden Bachelor, Golden Bachelor, Golden Bachelor, Golden Bachelor. It's like, okay, we get it. We get it already. Shut up. And then they're like, wait. They're like having a conversation. They're like, wait. We've got to go over and see Mom. She's having dinner with somebody. We've got to go over and surprise her. And they go over. She's literally having dinner with nobody. She's like, I'm just sitting here on the couch watching Dancing with the Stars. I was like, oh my god, you guys. You better be getting paid like $10 billion to be saying this much. Like, this is ridiculous. If we watch these shows, will you stop? Will you please stop? It's just so forced, and I hate that. Like, have it be more natural. I don't know. It's annoying. Number 3, I thought this was interesting. Courtney won't do a Christmas card, but she'll do a photo shoot when she's on, 9 months pregnant and on bed rest. She's like, my doctor said I can't stand, and I can't sit in this position, and I can't do this, and I can't do this, and I can't do this. But other than that, I should be fine to do this photo shoot. I'm like, so you won't do a family Christmas card because you want to get home by 4 p.m., but you'll do this pregnancy photo shoot when you're severely pregnant and need to be on rest. I just thought that was really interesting. Scott eating a whole bag of Hawaiian rolls every single night. That is relatable. I feel like we've all done that with something. Like, we get in the habit of eating something every single night, like a little snack. Like, mine was popcorn for a long time. And you just really don't understand how many calories are in a whole thing, especially a whole bag of King's Hawaiian rolls. He claims that's how much he always lost so much weight is by stopping to eat that. But someone said they saw Ozempic in his fridge when they opened it a couple episodes ago. So, who knows? Do what you gotta do. This part was funny when Chris said she's been coughing for the last 30 days to her doctor, and Scott's like, I haven't heard you cough once. Oh, gosh. Scott's still funny. He bugs me sometimes, but he's still pretty funny. Okay, I think that'll do it. I gotta get going. I'm gonna be late for all my today's activities, but yeah, that should do it for me, and I hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully everyone's doing something fun. It is getting warm out there. It's getting summertime. The days are longer. Yeah, I love my sleep, but I also love summer and being able to be awake longer and just like get more done. Like I'll stay out and like do yard work or stuff, until it gets dark, and I'll come in. I'm like, oh, I'll have a nice home cooked meal by myself, and I'll look at the clock and I'm like, it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, I can't eat now. So I just go to bed. But yeah, anyway, have a great week. Check out Fenty Hair by Rihanna. And I don't know. I guess go to Lagoon. Write a strongly worded letter to Lagoon asking why they're so expensive when they have no right to be. Okay, bye.